Yo, what's up, everybody? Quick recap going into Championship Sunday, North America Winter Invitational. We had day 2 go down in the quarterfinals. Not going to waste any of your time. Let's jump straight into it. First things first, here's all the results. Nice and easy. We know our top 4. FaZe, Complexity, Optic Gaming, and G2 Esports. Playoff scenarios are pretty straightforward. Because G2 beat version 1, they are removed. Because Dignitas lost to Complexity, they are still in first place. The only time that changes is if Optic goes on to win the entire thing. If Optic wins the event, then they are in as the 5th seed, despite not making it out of groups twice. Pretty insane. As for their games, G2 V1, easily the best series of the entire day. Every game was a 1-goal game. Absolute nail-biter. Not the cleanest of series. A lot of mistakes, a lot left to be desired out of G2 and V1, but entertaining. Really fun series to watch. Overall, good fight back and forth. Big difference. G2 wins every single overtime. G2 just finds a way to clutch up when they need most. Most of the mistakes from V1 led to goals then. Like when it's a close series like that, you would see like Beast Mode hit a redirect back towards his own net, and then they would capitalize. You would see a kickoff mistake where things look a little bit sloppy. G2 would capitalize. So G2 continues to play super clean and make very minimal mistakes, which make them a pain in the butt to play against. As for Optic and Shopify probably should have won the series, but Optic is able to hold on. Again, a lot of really close 1-goal games, but primarily Optic, eventually, their offense is what leads to the victory. They just score more goals. Shopify, I think, had plenty of chances to close it out, but congrats to Optic for keeping it alive, giving us playoff scenarios. Complexity versus Dignitas, very one-sided. Complexity is just the better team. Nothing against Dignitas on that one. It's just Complexity, to me, is a clear top 2, maybe top 3 in the region right now. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they play against FaZe. Because FaZe does now 2 weeks in a row, or 2 events in a row, does upset Gen G. Last time was in the grand finals. This time it is in the quarterfinals. So for Gen G to finally not make a grand finals is because they run into one of the top dogs, probably who I would argue the second best team in the region right now is FaZe, and they continue to show that. I think the FaZe Complexity is a fight for number 2 in the region. Gen G still has tons of consistency, but FaZe and Complexity are fighting for number 2. And the fact that we get that head-to-head to settle it tomorrow/today, when you guys are watching this video, I think is incredible. But convincing victory. Last regional, I wasn't sure if it was a defensive thing that was going to continue for them to be successful. They shut out Gen G for like 17 plus minutes, almost 18 minutes of gameplay after this overtime. Really impressive stuff. So congratulations to FaZe. I think they played very, very well in that last quarterfinal. Gen G had a little bit of an off day, but that does not discredit by any means how well FaZe played. They are hitting a streak when it matters most, which gives us, again, 4 of our 5 teams. Still, we've got Gen G, FaZe, Complexity, and G2. Right now, FaZe and Complexity do have an opportunity to pass up Gen G as the number 1 overall seed, which if you've looked at some of these groups for the major, they are brutal, so that makes sense. So they're fighting for seeding. G2, same as well. But as for Optic, they're the only team left with a chance outside of Dignitas. Right now, Dignitas does have the spot for the major, but Optic needs to win the grand finals to get it. So that is your quick recap. As always, if you guys like these quick recaps, let me know. Questions, comments, concerns down below. But that's going to do it for me. We'll see you next time. Peace.